Picture this, it's a balmy summer evening in 1966, and you find yourself in a dimly lit theater, the scent of freshly buttered popcorn wafting through the air. The anticipation in the room is palpable as the screen flickers to life, and there, in all its cinematic glory, is the 1966 movie Murderers Row. It's your first encounter with this cinematic gem, and little do you know that the next couple of hours will etch indelible memories into your cinephile soul. As the opening credits roll, the allure of this espionage thriller takes hold, drawing you into a world of secret agents, seductive spies, and high-stakes espionage. Dean Martin's suave charm, Ann-Margret's captivating allure, and the pulse-pounding action scenes create an atmosphere that's both thrilling and unforgettable. You find yourself on the edge of your seat, entranced by the plot twists, witty one-liners, and the undeniable chemistry between the lead characters. Perhaps it's the iconic car chase scene through the narrow streets of Lisbon that has you gripping your armrests. Or maybe it's the impeccably tailored suits and glamorous fashion that transport you back to the swinging 60 seconds. Whatever it is, Murderers Row has woven itself into the fabric of your cinematic memories, a timeless classic that continues to captivate audiences decades later. Now, as we delve into some intriguing random facts about this cinematic gem, prepare to be surprised and delighted by the behind-the-scenes stories, trivia, and tidbits that make Murderers Row a true cinematic treasure. So, without further ado, let's unlock the secrets of this spy thriller masterpiece, shall we? In 1966, the movie Murderers Row hit the screens, and here are some intriguing facts about it. Karl Malden's accent gimmick, Karl Malden, one of the stars of the film, had a unique idea. He decided that his character should speak in a different accent constantly. Malden thought this would add an amusing gimmick to the movie, giving his character a distinctive touch. Columbia's rushed release. Columbia Pictures rushed Murderers Row into release for a specific reason. They were facing significant issues with another big Christmas prospect, Casino Royale, which was experiencing various troubles and delays. To ensure they had a holiday hit, they hurriedly released Murderers Row into theaters. These fascinating insights shed light on the creative choices and business decisions behind the 1966 movie Murderers Row. It's a reminder that even in the world of filmmaking, unique ideas and strategic moves can shape the outcome of a movie. In the 1966 movie Murderers Row, there's an interesting tidbit related to Karl Malden and his character. Just before he discovers that Helm is still alive, Malden's character mentions Operation Sekulovich. This reference is noteworthy because Sekulovich was Karl Malden's original surname, and he often used it in films he appeared in. It's a subtle nod to his personal history. Additionally, the movie was initially intended to be shot on location in Europe. However, Dean Martin, who played the lead role of Helm, refused to travel to Europe. As a result, the production had to adapt and film the movie elsewhere. These facts add an intriguing layer to the behind-the-scenes history of Murderers Row and shed light on the creative decisions made during its production. In the 1966 movie Murderers Row, there's an interesting discotheque scene that features two notable band members. One of them is Dino, portrayed by Dean Paul Martin, who happens to be the son of the legendary Dean Martin. The other band member, Desi, is played by Desi Arnaz Jr., adding a touch of star power to the film. Additionally, the film showcases some unique hovercrafts. A large, white hovercraft seen in the movie appears to be a Saunders Row Nautical 6, known for its distinctive design and versatility. A smaller hovercraft featured in the film resembles the Britten-Norman Cushioncraft 5. Notably, only one CC-5 was ever built, and it capsized during tests off of Priory Bay, adding an element of real-world intrigue to the movie's use of this rare vehicle. Murderers Row is also worth mentioning as a sequel to The Silencers, and is the second installment in a series of 4 Helm movies. This action-packed spy franchise contributed to the spy-fi genre's popularity during the 1960s. So, whether it's the star-studded discotheque scene, the unique hovercrafts, or its place in the Helm series, Murderers Row remains a notable piece of cinematic history from 1966. In the 1966 movie Murderers Row, Dean Martin adopts a light-hearted and spoofy style, quite different from the darker portrayal of Helm in the original novels. Unlike the book version, where Helm is a much more serious character, Dean Martin essentially plays himself in the film. Additionally, an interesting fact related to the movie is that Camilla Sparv, a Swedish actress, was Michael Caine's girlfriend at the time. This real-life connection between the two actors adds an intriguing layer to their on-screen chemistry. These tidbits shed light on the unique approach taken in Murderers Row compared to its source material, and the personal relationship between two of its stars. In the 1966 movie Murderers Row, there is an interesting connection to actor Karl Malden's original surname, Sekulovich. Just before his character discovers that Matt Helm is still alive, he refers to Operation Sekulovich. This was Malden's real last name, and he frequently mentioned it in films where he appeared. This subtle reference adds a personal touch to the film, highlighting Malden's heritage. Unfortunately, I couldn't find substantial information regarding the other two ideas. Soon Teko's film debut and Camilla Sparv's relationship with Michael Caine in connection with the movie Murderers Row. In summary, Murderers Row not only entertains with its spy-themed plot, but also offers a unique nod to Karl Malden's background through the reference to Operation Sekulovich. The Lost Treasures of Murderers Row, Unsolved Mysteries, and Missing Film Reels in 1966. The spy comedy film Murderers Row made its way to the big screen, starring the charismatic Dean Martin as secret agent Matt Helm. While the movie itself was a blend of action, humor, and intrigue, some intriguing mysteries and controversies surround it. Today, we delve into one of those enigmas, the lost treasures of Murderers Row. Missing film reels and footage. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding Murderers Row involves missing film reels and lost footage. The film featured Hollywood icon Ann-Margret, known for her dazzling beauty and exceptional talent. However, it's believed that some of her scenes ended up on the cutting room floor, leaving fans wondering what might have been. Hollywood days. Ann-Margret's involvement in Murderers Row was not without its own share of controversies. During the filming, she was romantically linked to her co-star Dean Martin. This off-screen romance cast a shadow on the on-screen chemistry, leaving fans disillusioned when their real-life relationship clashed with their on-screen pairing. Professionalism amidst personal conflicts. Despite the off-screen drama, the cast of Murderers Row managed to maintain professionalism. They worked diligently to bring the movie to life, keeping their personal conflicts behind the scenes. This commitment to their craft ensured that the film was completed without major disruptions. Unsolved tragedies of Hollywood icons. While Murderers Row is remembered for its entertaining plot, it's worth noting that several cast members had their share of personal tragedies. From the 1950s to the 1980s, Hollywood saw its fair share of mysteries and misfortunes. Some of these stories remain unsolved to this day, adding an air of intrigue to the lives of the film's stars. Ageism and gender bias in Hollywood. Murderers Row was released during a time when ageism and gender bias were prevalent in Hollywood. These biases impacted actors' careers and opportunities. While the movie showcased the talents of seasoned actors, it's important to recognize the challenges faced by those in the industry due to their age and gender. In conclusion, Murderers Row is not just a lighthearted spy comedy, but a film wrapped in mysteries and controversies. Missing film reels, off-screen romances, and professional dedication amidst personal conflicts all contribute to the intriguing story behind the scenes. Coupled with the unsolved tragedies of Hollywood icons and the backdrop of ageism and gender bias, the film's history is as captivating as the spy adventure it portrays. Silenced Voices, the tragic tale of abuse among Murderers Row's cast member in vintage Hollywood in 1966. The movie Murderers Row hit the silver screen, but behind the glamour of Hollywood's golden era, there were dark tales of abuse that often went untold. One such tragic story involves a cast member from the film, shedding light on the harsh realities faced by many in vintage Hollywood. Amid the glitz and glamour, a cast member of Murderers Row silently endured a harrowing experience of abuse. While the details have remained hidden for years, it serves as a somber reminder of the darker side of the entertainment industry during that era. The individual, whose identity remains undisclosed, was a rising star in Hollywood, propelled to fame by their role in Murderers Row. However, this newfound success came at a great cost. Behind the scenes, they suffered in silence, enduring abuse at the hands of powerful figures within the industry. In an era when speaking out about abuse was almost unthinkable, this cast member's voice was silenced by fear and the pressure to maintain their rising stardom. Their struggles were buried beneath a facade of glitz and glamour, and their pain remained hidden from the public eye. The abuse took a toll on their mental and emotional well-being. Despite the outward success and adulation, they battled with inner demons, grappling with the traumatic experiences they had endured. While the cast member's story may have been kept in the shadows for decades, it serves as a poignant reminder of the hidden pain that existed in vintage Hollywood. It highlights the need to recognize and address the injustices that plagued the entertainment industry, even during its most celebrated moments. In the end, The Legacy of Murderers Row is not just a thrilling spy movie, but a stark reminder of the silenced voices and untold stories that linger beneath the surface of Hollywood's glamorous history. As we draw the curtains on this cinematic journey through the thrilling world of Murderers Row, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your own unique connection to this 1966 masterpiece. Whether you've watched it countless times, discovered it recently, or heard tales of its intrigue from others, this film has undoubtedly left an indelible mark on countless hearts and minds. Perhaps it's the suave sophistication of Matt Helm that resonates with you, or the irresistible allure of Ann-Margret that keeps you spellbound. Maybe it's the intricate plot twists that keep you guessing, or the nostalgic charm of the swinging 60 seconds that transports you back in time. Murderers Row isn't just a movie, it's a portal to an era of glamour and espionage that continues to captivate audiences across generations. Now, I encourage you to share your favorite memories, thoughts, or even your own spy-inspired adventures that Murderers Row has inspired. Whether it's a memorable scene, a favorite quote, or a personal connection to the era, your stories add depth to the rich tapestry of this film's legacy. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic exploration, and for sharing your passion for Murderers Row. Your unique perspectives make this journey all the more enriching. Until our next adventure in the world of film, keep the spy spirit alive. And remember, it's all about the details. With appreciation for your time and interest.